Richard, tell us what area of life you're feeling stuck in.
Basically my brain. Like, surprise. It feels like it's not working.
In how so?
As in, I just feel like nothing, like I'm not paying attention to things. You know, every time I go somewhere, driving places, we're new up here, 8 months, and I still can't find my way around. You know?
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, now I've been doing this for a long time. So already information is starting to come to me. Now the beautiful thing about how we're built, as I said...
Sorry to cut you short, but something the other gentleman was saying...
Sure, I'll repeat that. Yeah, what Richard was saying is he just feels he's stagnant in his brain. He feels like the brain's not working the way he'd like it to. Things like that. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's not registering.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yes.
Yes. It's really frustrating.
Now, what we can do with universal intelligence, as we learn to still our mind and we learn to really transcend these beliefs, everything becomes information. Now, you've all probably heard that everything's energy, yeah? We're all made up of energy. But I want to take that a step further, because the way I was shown it through universal intelligence was, no, that's not true. Everything is thought. And we've been conditioned to think thoughts only exist in our mind. But what I was shown, actually, here's thought. That's thought. This whole planet is thought. Thought energy. Now, what becomes interesting when you start seeing that everything is thought energy, guess what the brain does? The brain perceives thoughts, doesn't it? Yeah. Just like you had the awareness within your body, you have awareness about other people. So if he's made up of thought, he's beaming information out there to me or to whoever's open. So I can shift my awareness from perceiving my own thoughts, and I can shift my awareness into perceiving Richard's. Now, a lot of the causes of these symptoms, they're subconscious to us because they're painful. We don't want to see them. We hide them from ourselves, thinking they are the truth when they're not. Now, when I go into Richard, into the subconscious mind is accessible if he allows me to go there, and he's open, he's come up here. And what his subconscious mind is showing me, it's showing me a little bit vague because he doesn't want to see all of it because it's a little bit confronting. But what he's showing me so far is that I'm getting over the hill.
Yeah, feel like it.
Now, there's a belief in the subconscious mind that says the older one gets, the slower everything becomes. Feel that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. That's his belief.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up. He made that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not giving an opinion. I have no opinion. We just met. How can I have an opinion? I haven't asked him any questions to have an opinion. We don't know each other. I'm accessing the information that's here to know the answers in an instant. So the only reason he's experiencing this kind of downtime, this slower operating system, he's showing me this computer where everything's kind of slowing down and the hard drive's maxed out, and he's showing me this whole image. I'm getting full impressions, feelings, words, a whole multi-sensory communication. So I'm clear on what's actually going on. He's showing me everything. And what he's showing me is, I believe I'm on the downward side of my life. Everything starts winding down. So his brain is going, I can't do anything other than what he believes. That's how your brain works. Your brain is giving you the very experience that you believe it to.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. But the good news is, that's just a belief. Now, what did I say about beliefs earlier? They're not the truth. We think they're the truth, and so our physical anatomy reflects that. And so our outward reality reflects that. Not the truth. The only reason it's still in his life experiences because he still thinks it's the truth. Now, the way we can heal that is there's several different paths up that mountain. But the fastest way is for Richard to realize what the truth is. And he's going to get to experience that when we break out into groups. But we can go into the brain, we can go into and ask any question we want. It showed me what's the root cause of things slowing down. So I'm going to go back in there. Everything is consciousness, so I can talk to it. This is what we call mind-to-mind communication. And soon we'll talk about mind to matter. This is mind to mind. We're in this universal brain, which means everything is a thought. You're a thought. Earth's a thought. These are all ideas. If you want to call it God's brain, by all means. But it is a mind, and as it has a thought, it's a creation. So we can go in there and say, okay, brain, Richard's brain, what does he need? Okay. First thing his mind is showing, he actually needs to slow down. Because what he's trying to do, he's trying to compete up against that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Trying to cure it,
Yeah.
trying to cure the slowing down by him going faster.
Yeah.
So he's bang, 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 bang. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
All this information is available to me, as it can be available to you. So first thing his brain says, he needs to slow down. Nothing in his brain can heal whilst he's challenging it to a duel. It's like showing me this fencer, and he's like, "Come on, I can get you active." And the brain's like, "No."
It's like Star Wars going all over my head.
Yeah, totally. He's having these fights and these arguments, and his brain's just going, "Oh, I'm shrinking," because it's running. Not only is it running the program, things slow down, but it's also having to deal with him attacking it. There's no self-love in that. And guess what makes the body heal and thrive more than anything else in the world? Self-love. There's nothing like it. That is the panacea, the cure-all. The prevent-all is self-love. So the brain is saying, yeah, if he shows a little bit of self-love, a little bit of nurture, I can recover. So he's showing me he can recover to when he was about 28 years old.
Awesome.
26, 28, he can recover.
It's a good year.
Yeah, so I'm hearing something happening. It's like, he knows what it means. But it's not saying it's going to. It can. It has the potential to heal. Now, so we can go, okay, so what's going to happen? And it's saying the very first thing that needs to happen is he needs to shift the belief that's getting in the way of that I can cure it. If you have a belief, I can't heal this, guess what's going to happen? You can't heal it. If you have a belief this is all impossible, it will be impossible. So the very first thing his mind is showing me, he needs to shift. There's 3 key beliefs that he needs to shift. The first belief he's showing me that needs to shift is that he is a power of his own domain. It's like he feels almost like other people can impact him. God or life can impact him. You don't feel fully at power, do you? Kind of you take your bumps and you...
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Just squeeze through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. He is God. You are that God that you're saying I'm at the mercy of.
Yep.
You're him.
Yep.
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 Okay. So that's the first thing he needs to clear.
Yep.
Next thing he needs to clear is something about my family don't want me to heal.
You'd be half my family. Yeah.
Yeah, something there. You know, we hold on to illnesses for many reasons. Some of us think like that our family actually doesn't want us to get better, that we're going to disappoint them by being healthy in some way. I was helping this woman with cancer, and she was adamant that if she heals, her family's going to be disappointed. They had invested so much in, oh, poor love, she's got to go through chemo, she's going to die. They had climatized to that to heal at that late point was actually going to be a letdown for the family. God, that was impossible to fight against. She just was adamant. So that's one of the beliefs that's in Richard's way is my family doesn't want me to... It's not that they don't want him to be happy. It's almost like this thread of they don't support me enough to actually have the space to heal. Create enough space around me and nurture that. They're off doing their own thing and blah, blah.
Yeah, and it's like taking the power away from them too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because, another belief that's not true.
Yeah, it's just,
They don't
to light.
Yeah, they don't realise that you have a reality that says you're unimportant to them. You feel that, don't you?
I do.
He's unimportant.
Yeah.
But in their world, They're like, oh, he never gives us attention. Just mirrored back.
Yeah.
So as he heals that, then he can give himself permission. Oh, I am allowed to heal. And there was another one. Let's see, was another one there? It's like, well, what am I going to do if I do get my brain back? What am I going to create? What am I, pressure, success, all these things. None of this is true. I'm going to keep reiterating that. It's not true. Okay?
Yep.
Because what happens is as we shed those beliefs, there's space for those answers to come in.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. So the next step for Richard is either to learn how to clear his own beliefs, which we're going to talk about helping you guys get access to that training yourself, or to go and see one of the mentors today, like Pamela or whoever, and they can help you with that.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because what's really interesting is the beliefs are driving the reality. But remember, that's not the whole truth. That's not who he is. Because if we move that and we go inside, there's an energy in there, an intelligence. And that intelligence wants to tell him what the truth is. I'll give you a very quick example, okay? We'll go inside Richard and we'll look at, so what truth do you want Richard to know about? And it's kind of, it's showing me this laughter and it's going, oh, your journey's not at an end now, I can tell you that. Not at an end, not even close. Can you feel that?
Okay. Yeah, you can feel like a positive burst, if you like.
You felt that?
Yeah.
Because it was truth.
Yeah.
It wasn't my truth. It wasn't an affirmation that I made up. Well, I stole from Louise Hay. I don't have an opinion. It was a waste of time. They never got me anywhere, so I got rid of all of them. That information came from within him. I just became a conduit for it. Because after all, we're all one. And I just played the role of using my awareness to access things that weren't in his awareness to bring them to light. So his brain is just like, oh, it's got lots of juice, lots of life in there. But when it's under the impact of, I'm over the hill, deteriorating, blah, 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 people don't want me to get healthy, everything shrivels. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Beautiful. So who's in the kind of line of work that ability would be useful? You know, every single one of you, that would be useful. You have husbands, you have wives, you have kids, you have parents that all ask for advice and help. Personal trainer, Craig at the back. Imagine if you had someone that had a weight issue and he was able to go, bang, let's not just run you around the block 100,000 times. But if he could go in there and clear the belief that's creating the weight. We've had plenty of women that come and we tap in to them and we're able to see they were molested as a child. Now, if I carry all this weight, no man's going to find me attractive anymore. Now, they're not going to shed that weight very easily whilst they're still carrying I'm not safe. Now, that's not for every woman. That's just an example. But when you go in, you can see that the body is manifesting an illness or weight or something psychologically based on a belief system, a non-truth. The body's doing you a favor. You say, you don't feel safe, so I've given you protection. And you're angry. I'm doing you a favor. If you can get to the root, bang, then that stops the cravings for the food. It stops the lethargy. I can't be bothered exercising. It makes Craig's job so much easier.